anyone else find it weird that we stigmatize this type of fashion within the trans community, even though a lot of us started with that type of fashion? This video will look in maybe why we feel that way and why we should just wear whatever the heck we want. You can wear the thigh highs, it's fine. So the idea of this video's topic came from a chat I had with Discovering Fiona while playing where we talked about this DC character that recently came into the comic space. Whoever designed Featherweight clearly did their research. I think this design absolutely nailed all the tropes you can imagine in a good way. I think this is a really cool trans superhero design. I know others think it's cheesy or a bit infantilizing, but I'm gonna argue why I think this type of trans fashion shouldn't be stigmatized and we should go, oh, that's kind of cool. I'd say we associate this type of fashion with people that are A, very online, and B, early into presenting femme. Both the femboy community and trans community have gravitated to this stereotypical style. And the thing is, that's fine. The important thing to understand with this style of fashion is that it's really accessible, and that's kind of why it's popular. If you go to eBay, Amazon, what have you, and you type skirt, guess what comes into the search results? Oh, want something to go with the skirt? Maybe something to cover your legs, because it might have a bit of hair. Bam, thigh highs. Of course this is popular. It's worth understanding that this accessibility is important. Also, the ability to discreetly send this stuff to your house and then wear it with the hoodie that you already own, and then bam, you have a femme outfit. It's literally the most accessible, feminine presenting outfit you could possibly obtain on the internet. Of course it's popular with people that are really online, it's just how it's gonna go. We associate this style with the early beginnings and experimentation of how you want to present in fashion. But if you want to keep dressing this way, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I think we've created this weird stigma in the trans community to continue dressing like that, especially as you get older. I think this style is very stereotyped as like you're a teen or your early 20s kind of deal, but like, does it matter? Once you get into like your late 20s, 30s, 40s, what have you, I think dressing like this is fine because it's just fun. I don't think any type of fashion should be stereotyped or segmented to a specific age group. That's a bit restrictive. Now yes, when you look up tips to be able to present femme, hide in society and no one knows that you're trans, yeah, obviously stereotypically dressing your age makes this significantly easier. You'll stick out less. That's the truth. But it's not the whole picture. The pure objective of presenting femme should be one's own happiness. If you don't care too much or you feel in a position where you're safe to just dress how you want, maybe even like an LGBT event, you just want to have fun, go wild, dress how you want, you can bust out the thigh highs at 30, it's fine. How is it different from wearing like alternative styles like goth or punk or that kind of thing? If it's a style that resonates with you and you enjoy dressing like that, go for it. Doesn't matter how old or young you are, it's fine. I'd say a big reason a lot of people stop dressing like this as they get further in their transition is two main reasons. One, they might find a style they like more, and as they experimented with fashion, they got their use of it, found a style they like that's unrelated to it, and went off for the races. The other one, unfortunately, is stigma. But like, you're not more or less trans if you wear thigh highs and a cute skirt and hold a blow high on a daily basis. It's fine. I understand that we have this image of adults growing up, so to speak, and dressing their age and acting as they should or whatever and being a real grown-up. Being a real grown-up doesn't exist. Yeah, a lot of the outfits I wear in videos, such as these kind of ones, yeah, they're probably more popular with people a bit younger than me. Dressing like this doesn't limit my ability to have a mature conversation about a serious topic. I'm still capable of being an adult, right? I'm able to study at university, go walk and get my own food, that kind of thing. If you really want to, you can go and do your weekly groceries. Dressed like this, it doesn't affect your ability to do that. I think part of it is we associate the fashion style with being very online, and maybe as a result we associate that with not being very independent, or not being able to do the things that grown-ups do or whatever. But the fashion itself doesn't do that. It's unrelated to your fashion. The way you dress isn't gonna make you suddenly mature. You gotta go out there and do things that bring you joy and get you closer to your goals. That's completely separate than whether you wear thigh highs and a skirt or not, I promise you. If I was picking my outfit to go to a university class, would me picking this outfit as opposed to a more stereotypical outfit affect my ability to do well in university? No, it's unrelated. I think part of the stigma too is that it's very visibly queer, it's very visibly trans due to its associations with the trans community, femboy community, what have you. And like, that stigmatization of looking stereotypically queer says more about the people making fun of you than you wearing it. As trans people, do we have a responsibility to look like cis people? No. As an example, there'll be plenty of cis women that will dress in really cutesy outfits like this. And that's fine. It's not mainstream or anything. They might get stares, but that's because of the fashion being visually interesting rather than it being weird. Yes, you can dress in a way that's more mainstream and more socially accepted, but that doesn't inherently make you more a woman. That's not how this works. If you're in an environment where you're only accepted if you dress in a very conformist way, that's not acceptance. That's just kind of being tolerated. Like, if friends would like you less just because you dressed a bit alternative or whatever, probably not a good social circle. The entire point of transition is to be more you. And you know who decides what that is? Yeah, you. If you're like 10 years into transition and you still want to dress in a way that's stereotyped as early transition, that's fine. Like, if you want to do that, do that. Equally so, you also don't have to dress like that. Even when you start presenting femme for the first time, you also don't have to dress like that. Fashion's about expression, it's about fun, it's about being you, right? And the only way to do that is to wear an outfit that feels comfortable for you. Yes, you're a bit more open to criticism and you have less safety if you dress a certain way. But it's okay to dress like this when you feel comfortable to do so. That's fine. It's also okay if you dress completely differently for certain LGBT safe events versus non-LGBT events. That's fine, it's your comfort zone. Do what you want to do. The last major point I want to make is that this image of your early transition is a very new image. I'd say like the last half decade. Stereotypes for being trans in the past were, well, very derogatory. I think it's really cool to show this type of fashion as accessible and easy to get into because a lot of eggs on the internet are going to see that. It makes starting feel more accessible, and that's a good thing. The fact that we have this image of early transition means that art and media can express it, and that's kind of cool. Circling back to that featherweight design, I like that they have a lot of elements of the trans community in her design. If we didn't have a strong sense of community, and if we isolated ourselves from each other like we were encouraged to do in the distant past, there wouldn't be this collective understanding of transness that we could draw upon in art. Surround yourself with people that will love you regardless of how you dress, because this is trivial. It doesn't matter how you dress, it's about who you are. And if you're expressing who you are through this kind of fashion, I encourage you to keep dressing like that. Yeah, there's stereotypical ties to being super online, there's ties to femboy community, trans community, but those associations aren't a bad thing. If you identify as a girl and you're dressing like this and enjoying dressing like this, you're still a girl. You're not less of a girl just because we dress like this. And for any femboys watching, it's okay to dress in a different way or the same way and still express who you are. That's fine too. If you're a cis person watching this and you just like wearing femme clothes for the heck of it, keep doing it. It's fine. At the end of the day, just do what you want. Next time you see someone making fun of someone for dressing a bit differently, just remember, they're lame. Get cooler friends. If you want to try other type of fashion, I actually have a couple of fashion videos if you want to give those a go and just general tips. I also do weekly videos about transition and all the things that encompass it, including this topic you saw today. So if you want to see weekly videos about that, be sure to hit the funny subscribe button, ring the bell so the algorithm doesn't bury me, like and comment something really friendly. I have self-promotion stuff. I stream at this time. I have a Patreon and YouTube membership if you want to see a video a week early. And I'm also on TikTok now. As always, stay hydrated and know that you are valid. I'll see you next week.